Hello everyone, welcome back to DCC Sodor for another N-Scale Thomas and Friends review. Today we're going to be looking at Toby the Tram Engine, item number 58794. Let's get Toby out of the box here. I got his exploded parts diagram. I'm not really going to go into that. The 1-year limited warranty and 90-day accessory warranty, and the 2-piece plastic shell that holds Toby. And as you can see, just dropped right out there, and we've got Toby. And look how small he is in my hands. Don't have at the moment another N-scale item to compare him to, but he's absolutely minuscule. So Toby looks very good, very CGI series, but again, very Toby. Bachmann has really done an excellent job with their N-scale line. Now, I actually am going to take a quick look at the exploded parts diagram, so we can take a look at his mechanism, because I believe very similar to Thomas's. There's his little chassis block there. And eventually, not at this moment, but eventually I'll probably do like a DCC conversion and all that kind of fun stuff with him. But at the moment, I'm just going to leave him DC. I'm actually going to take him down and run him on my DC N scale layout, as I had, as if you've noticed that my HO layout, I took down the N scale loop on it. It'll be coming back soon. I'm working on it, trying to figure some things out. But anyways, that's not about that. Today's video is about Toby. So on the side here, we've got some excellent wood plank detailing. Number 7 printed very nicely, and the two-tone brown, along with some nice gray side plates. On the back, he's got the buffers, a coupling hook, the old style Rapido couplers, which I believe Europe still uses. It's also got a tail lamp, a non-functioning tail lamp. On the other side, pretty much the same. And on the front, we've got a nice smiling face, very CGI, with a nice headlamp, and then some buffers, couplers, and this Rapido hook. Something very interesting about the N-scale Toby before we take a look at the top of him. If we look underneath, his front wheel is driven, and he's got side rods. Something we haven't seen before ever on a Toby, at least as far as I know. I know that the Hornby Toby and the HO Bachmann Toby both do not. Well, maybe the Hornby Toby does. I don't remember. But I know that the Bachmann HO Toby doesn't, and I believe that the G scale Toby also does not have side rods. So this is a first for a Toby model, if I'm not mistaken, having side rods. So that's pretty awesome, if you ask me. And on the top, we've got a molded in bell with the bell cord. This little bar, which I don't know what that is, but it goes from like almost to the front of his boiler to the back, and then his chimney. So that's pretty much an overview of Toby. I think he looks great. In this video, I think I mentioned this, I'm not going to DCC and fit him. He's pretty similar to Thomas, if I remember correctly from what I have discussed with others online. But you know, that'll be another video that will come in the future. And we got a decode on the bottom, I believe. Not sure. That means that he was made in 2023 on the 1st of January, or on the 6th of January, I mean, which is very possible. I don't believe it was June 1st. No, it couldn't have been because I think I got him. I don't remember. No. Let me check the receipt. No. It was June 9th when I bought Toby, but it also would not have made sense that he was made on the 1st and then he wouldn't have gotten here that fast. So yeah, I did get one of these oil tankers, so I'll probably run Toby down on my um, mountain layout, as I like to call it, which is an N-scale layout, and I'll probably run that little oil tanker behind him. So I'll get him down there. I'll get the camera set up, and we'll take a look at Toby running down there, and then I'll come back here and give my final thoughts on Toby. Oh, those troublesome trucks. Let's try this again. What's great about this layout is that these Thomas and Friends characters have been about some of the only things I can run on it. Because all of my American stuff, well, my steam engines are too long for these curves. My 6-axle diesels are too long for these curves. My passenger cars, most of my freight cars. But the Thomas and Friends stuff fits perfectly. I mean, I do have some earlier American stuff that like late steam era, early transition era diesels that they do run on this wet layout, but the Thomas stuff has been the most consistent on it. So I will probably be getting some more stuff to fill it out so that I can run, James and Percy on it. But I do have to say, keeping the track clean on this layout has been tough. So let's jump back up and I'll give you my final thoughts on Toby. All right. So final thoughts on Toby. I think he runs really well. As with Thomas, who's my only other Bachmann N-scale locomotive, I think that they've done an excellent job with the N-scale engines, and I really would love to see them update some of the HO engines to look just as good as their N-scale counterparts do. But some of the things that we always could hope for is open cabs, but I know in this case, just the mechanism would be You just have to see the mechanism, or else they'd have to make Toby way oversized for that not to work. So I highly recommend Toby if you can get him for a good price. I got him from a local shop for $75, which I was actually really impressed about. You know, some people might say 75 is a lot but for an N scale locomotive, that's pretty typical. You know, some of the HO or some of the American N scale locomotives I've bought are around 100 to 105. So I'd say 75 for Toby's pretty reasonable. Um, so yeah, that's about it on Toby. I would highly recommend this item if you pick up this item. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.